everyone. I am just doing my 6-month check-in as to how my no-buy year is going and sharing any further realisations I have had since I did my 3-month check-in. For those of you who are new here, my name is Nila and I set myself a challenge that from the 1st of May 2022 to the 30th of April 2023, I was going to go a whole year without buying any new makeup, skincare, hair care, clothes, shoes, beauty devices, accessories and homewares. There are some exceptions. For example, I'm allowed to buy replacements. And what I mean by this is, say if I ran out of shampoo, then I'm allowed to go and buy shampoo if I don't have any more shampoo in the house. I'm also able to buy food, experiences, gifts and things for my dog. And if you want a fuller explanation of what I'm doing and why I'm doing it, then I would invite you to watch my No Buy Year intro video. So in this video, I just wanted to do a 6-month check-in, like I said. But before I do that, I wanted to start off by saying that I am pregnant. I am just under 4 months pregnant, and basically my pregnancy journey so far has been hellish, to say the least. I have been incredibly sick and exhausted throughout, and today is basically just one of those days. I think it's probably the 3rd time that I've had a bit of a respite from it. So I thought I'll quickly use the little bit of energy that I have and the respite from the sickness to shoot this video. So I want to start off by saying that pregnancy has meant that I've had to break the letter of my rules because I have had to buy some maternity items. I've tried to stick to the spirit of the rules as much as possible though, by only buying the bare necessities that I need and also only buying something in a category when I can no longer fit into the usual things that I had before I was pregnant. So in the end, I ended up buying a new coat, some jeans, some underwear, some pregnancy tops and also a stretch mark cream, which is in the toiletries category. I feel absolutely fine about the fact I had to do this because when I started this challenge, I didn't know I was going to be pregnant, and I feel like I'm making the most out of a situation by still sticking to the spirit of the challenge and buying only what I need. And other than that, I'm just as committed to the challenge as ever before. However, if you have some alternative views as to how I could have made it through my pregnancy without buying anything, or if you disagree with the fact I've bought something, then please feel free to put it in the comment section below because I am genuinely interested to hear alternative viewpoints. So like I said, aside from buying those few maternity items, I'm just as committed to this challenge. I guess when I started the challenge, I wanted to achieve some aims, and the aims were financial. So I wanted to be able to get out of debt and maybe even save a bit of money for a rainy day. I wanted to create more space in my home. That was the second one, by using up duplicates of things that I have lying around. And I also wanted to create more peace and tranquility in my life through disengaging from shopping behaviour, which I always found really stressful, like ordering loads of things and choosing things and then returning them and things like that. So I thought I would go through each of those aims in turn and let you know how I've been doing so far with them. So in terms of financial, because of inflation and the cost of living crisis in the UK, I have really been feeling the pinch, but I am so pleased to say that at 6 months, I have actually managed to get out of debt. And also, as of the 6-month mark, I have also managed to save a little bit for a rainy day. To be honest, I think the fact that I wasn't going out and I haven't really been doing anything except just lying in bed because of the pregnancy sickness, I think that's really helped me to save the money and also to get out of debt, because I just haven't been spending money, whereas before I think I would have spent a lot more on experiences and going out and things like that. So I really think that that's helped a lot in terms of getting me out of debt. In terms of freeing up space in my flat, that's currently being taken up by lots of duplicate toiletries and makeup and things like that. I've had modest success in that category. I would say that I haven't really made a dent in the makeup collection. I think the fact I haven't really been going out or wearing makeup probably has a lot to do with it, but I also think that makeup takes a long while to use up. I have had more success in like the toiletries category, so like, you know, shampoos, conditioners, body washes, so that's freed up a bit of space in my cupboards. And I guess just seeing how long I've been able to go now, so 6 months without really buying any new toiletries, has really shown me how long it takes to use certain things up, especially things like, I don't know, hair oils, or, you know, things that you don't necessarily use every day, but you've got like a big bottle of. It's really highlighted to me how long it takes to use them up. So I think going forward, when I do eventually use up everything in a certain category, I'll be so mindful to just buy one thing at a time, rather than buying in bulk or in multiples and things like that. So in summary, modest success in the freeing up space, but I have seen some success. Thirdly, in terms of reducing the stress associated with shopping, I do feel like this particular aim was tinged somewhat when I had to buy the maternity items, just because I still had to engage in the shopping behaviour then. So I had to, you know, choose things, order things, return things. So I guess that took away a little bit away from my peace. However, like in general, I just feel so much better for not shopping as much and for not having to engage in that behaviour. I just feel so much more peace and tranquility, to the point that now, if there is something that I want to buy, I almost have a repulsion, like at the same time, because instantly it's like this desire to buy, but then this thought of, oh, okay, I'm gonna have to spend loads of money loads of time choosing, and, you know, buying and returning. So it's almost like this immediate repulsion comes up, which almost gives me like a real apathy towards the idea of shopping now, which is really great, because it just means that I'm not having to spend lots of emotional energy in order to prevent myself from buying stuff, because actually I don't want to buy stuff. I really like the peace that I've got through not engaging in shopping. In terms of anything I'm finding difficult, I guess buying things for the house and like not being able to basically buy things for the house has been the most difficult. I really like to sort of sort through and organise, and if there's something that I see in my flat that's not really working, then I like to reorganise, and sometimes that means like buying new boxes or whatever. So I guess that's probably been the most difficult one, like having to live with certain things when in my mind I can see it being better. But aside from that, I honestly have found the other rules like really easy to stick to. I haven't really found anything too difficult, and I think one of the things that's been really helping me actually is the fact that if there is something that comes up during this year that I really want to buy, I'm saving it on a Pinterest board, and somehow that just soothes me, because it's like, okay, I won't forget about it because I've saved it on my Pinterest board, and you know, if say in May next year I do still want to buy it, then it's there, and if it's not available I can find something similar, that sort of thing. So I guess that's been giving me a bit of peace by saving anything that I really, really want to buy on the Pinterest board, so I can come back to it later. In terms of any further realizations I shared the initial realizations in my 3-month check-in video, and I guess aside from those, other realizations I've had is if I am trying to use up things in a certain category, it's always helpful to use up a smaller container before you start on a bigger container. And that's just because a smaller container will be quicker to use up, and so you can get the space. And I know it sounds so obvious, but honestly it took me a few months to work that out. I have also found myself being much more flexible in how I see certain things. So as an example, because I had so many shampoos and body washes, I've been sort of using some of the body washes in my hand wash dispenser to kind of use some of that up as well. I've also just been using some shampoo, you know, to like wash my body as well. And it's not ideal, but the fact that it's helping me use things up quicker just means that I'm happy to be flexible with the products, just to stop me from needing to buy anything more, and also because of the fact that it helps me create space in my cupboards a lot quicker as well. And I honestly wouldn't have thought of doing that had I not started this challenge, I don't think. I'm also finding that some of my thinking that I've been applying to my own kind of stuff like toiletries and things like that, I'm actually also applying it to my dog. So if you watch my intro video, you'll know that I'm allowed to buy things for my dog. And what I found is that, say for example, he's got some teeth cleaning wipes, and I want to try something else. Like I want to buy one of those teeth cleaner that's like a finger, and then I just rub it across his teeth, and that's how I clean it. In the past, I would have just put the teeth cleaning wipes to one side and then just bought the finger cleaner. But now it's like I naturally think, okay, well, let me use the teeth cleaning wipes up first, and then I'll try something else. And that's sort of a thinking kind of pattern that I don't think I would have thought about before, but because that's how I'm having to think now for my own, say, toiletries and things like that, like I can't buy something new until I use something else up. I'm just finding that I'm kind of generalizing it to my dog as well, which is really great, to be honest. The other realization that I had only this month actually was because this month was the first month where I actually managed to save some money, I realized how good it feels to save money. And I almost like now am willing not to buy something, like say not to order a takeaway or something like that, because I know the joy that comes from saving money. So it's almost like I'm not having to stop myself from spending money on experiences and food and things like that, because I naturally just don't want to. And that was something that I honestly had never experienced or thought that I might actually not want to spend in order to save until I actually tasted it this month. In terms of forward look, I'll just have to add 2 extra categories to my exceptions list. One of them I mentioned already, which is maternity, and the other thing is stuff for the baby, because the baby's due at the end of April. And I'm not going to buy excess. I'm just going to buy the minimum of things that I need, not bulk buy and things like that, and see how I do. But aside from that, the rules are going to stay the same. So that's it for my 6-month check-in. I hope that's useful. If my videos inspire you to start your own no-buy challenge, then I would really love to hear from you in the comment section, because I was initially inspired to start this challenge by stumbling across some no-buy videos on YouTube, and I'm so glad I did, just because I have experienced so much positive from this, and I guess it would just mean so much to me to know that I've inspired someone else, and I guess I'm like paying it forward, if you see what I mean. So if I've inspired you, then please let me know. Otherwise, thanks so much for watching. If you'd like to follow my journey, please subscribe, and if you enjoyed this video, then please also give me a like. Take care, everyone. Bye.